Cult classic, an extremely popular movie with a select audience, but may or may not be successful during the time of its original production, more or less unpopular to the mainstream audience, but sometimes often revolutionary or ironically enjoyable. I mean, most of my favorite movies are cult classic. Scott Pilgrim, Tenacious D, Half Baked, but this also applies to games like Conquer Bad Fur Day, Psychonauts, Beyond Good and Evil, but there is one cult classic that went under the radar and one of the biggest cult classics for the FGC, Melty Blood.
Yeah, for me, Melty Blood definitely went under the radar. I think I didn't even know about it until about 2017 or 18, whichever the time where it was only $5.99 to get. And from playing it, I understand why people love it, but then I also understand why it went under the radar. You got normal looking characters where Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, and Under Night has these fantastic cool looking characters. So of course a lot of people are not going to pay attention to this game like that. But nonetheless, the gameplay is still fun. And now they finally got a sequel. Well, technically they already had sequels, but those are basically like from Street Fighter to Super Street Fighter to Ultra Street Fighter. Well, this one is actually fairly more new. Melty Blood type Lumina.
My oh my, has this game come far from playing in the bathroom to still playing in the bathroom because you can play it on Switch. But seriously, this game got a pretty great upgrade. Not a strong upgrade, you can still use a laptop or again just use the Switch. But nonetheless, this game looks beautiful. First thing I noticed that the main menu in the hub basically looks like Under Night. Yes, I know French Bread made Under Night in this, but I mean Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear are under the same thing and they look completely different. But let's go ahead and get right down to the fighting. This is a 4-button game, light, medium, heavy, and shield. And one thing, just like Under Night, it has reverse beat, which basically just means you can do any attack in any unison as long as you don't go back to the same attack. But honestly, in this game, you're not going to see it much. You see it a lot in Under Night in the last Melty Blood, but in this game, not really. Mainly because of a thing called Rapid Beat, which is a really horrible version of auto combos.
Now don't get me wrong, I have no problem with auto combos when they're done right. When they're done bad, I don't like them. Like KOF 14, auto combos done right. Fighters, auto combos done wrong. Melty Blood, auto combos done wrong.
Rapid Beat basically comes out once you mash any button. You mash light, rapid combo. You mash medium, rapid combo. You mash heavy, rapid combo. You mash crouching light, rapid combo. Seriously, honestly, if they would have just put it on light as a standard, I'll be okay with it. But they put it after every single move, and sometimes the way I play a little bit fast and I try to come in and put in the input, I'll accidentally do a rapid beat. And now I can't do my combo because I messed it up. I honestly do not like it on all the buttons. You could have just had it on light and it still would have been usable for newcomers. Each special move has 4 variations: light, medium, heavy, and moon. Light and medium are basically the same, just one is weaker than the other. Heavy is a more animated version. For example, Rose Lightning Dash, it just does a simple dash. Medium goes a little bit further, but then heavy, he just goes all around the stage, just going freaking crazy. And then there's a moon version where it's just like a more enhanced version of medium. So honestly, moon should have been the heavy, while the heavy should have been the moon variant. Because moon is different in this game. In originals, you pick the different types of moon, but now moon is a separate meter in this game. And honestly, I feel like heavy and moon attack should switch. I understand that's how heavy worked in the last game, but it just feels right if they had switched it. Your special meter consists of 3 bars. You use up 1 for your heavy attack, and for your super, you use up all 3. Once you lose a round, now you get 4 bars, and once you get that full, you can use your last arc. Now last arc takes more than half your health, about 60% if you do it right. Or you can burst and turn on last moon, where now you can use your special moves. It only takes a little bit of meter, but now depending on how much meter you have left, if you do your last arc, it will hurt even more. Also, while in that burst mode, you get back missing health, so it's pretty good to use once you're about to die to try to get some of that health back. And now for that 4th button, shield. It stops everything but grabs. Neutral shield. It stops air attacks, high attacks, and medium attacks, while crouching shield blocks everything but air attacks. So 9 times out of 10, people are going to wake up shield and then punish you for trying to meaty them. Seriously, shield stops everything. People wake up shield, people shield on people who wake up. You shield in the corner to make them come crouching towards you. If you have the life lead, you're going to stand in the corner and shield. Because even if you shield projectiles, you don't get chip damage. So you're going to see shields a lot.
Man, Shields. This Shields just drains the hypeness from me whenever I see them, because they stop everything. They allow zoners to be super zoners because all they gotta do is shield afterwards. You can cancel shield out of a light punch. So even if you see them stretching their arm out and you do a super, guess what? They can shield it. Or you can shield a shield, a shield, a shield, a shield, a shield. It gets ridiculous. The fact that it can shield against everything, it shouldn't be able to shield against freaking supers and last arcs. That's just crazy. From the outside looking in, shield back and forth looks pretty hype in a fight. But when you're doing it and you deal with it a lot, it gets really annoying.
Compared to the last game, a lot of characters are missing, and we got 2 new ones. Arc is back with her crazy chargeable normals and unblockable normals, which allows her to hit crazy heavy. Shiki's back with his little knife and looking like a plain old school student. We got new character Noelle with an array of tools and a really well balanced character. Raw with his crazy rush down lightning attacks. The Maze with their chaotic attacks, like oh my goodness, these girls are crazy. And you have Bull who can get the f out of the roster.
It's crazy how they get 2 new characters, one that I love, one that I hate. I love Noelle mainly just because of her aesthetics, but playing her, kind of difficulty. She has a move that looks like a DP that isn't a DP, and then you got this zoner happy Law. Man, I hate that character. That's it, I just hate the character.
They even have a special guest character, Saber from Fate. I'm not 100% on the lore because Fate is ridiculous, but it kind of ties into this game. I, again, do not understand any of it, but yeah, Saber's here. She's pretty cool. Story mode is really lackluster. You get a little bit of text at the beginning, halfway through you get another bit of text, then at the ending, more text. Pretty bar bones simple. And with some characters, it doesn't even really make that much plot. It's just simple. Like Arc, she just runs into Noelle and says, "Hey, you're wearing nun clothes. Fight me." Now, when it comes to gameplay, I kind of just scratched the surface. There's a lot more to it. Like the moon trigger, basically extremely similar to Street Fighter's trigger attack. It allows you to just reset yourself. You can go back and do all the attacks that you already did. Like you could do heavy, cancel into the moon, and do heavy again. But trust me, this game got some depth. Not to mention doing all these amazing combos into some fantastic looking supers.
Definitely gotta hand it to these supers. Some of these supers are really good and well animated, especially the last arcs too. But if you want to see the ratings for those, boop, there you go.
You can customize the colors on your character, but it's not that big. It's basically all the colors that they have from their 10 already colors. So you can basically just mix and match from those 10 selected colors that they already have. Look, I made Roa look like Beast Boy. Pretty cool. But for some reason, everybody thinks that's Joker. Like, seriously, just because you see green hair, you see Joker? What is wrong with y'all? Damn. Online runs really well too. It has rollback, rank and player matches, and a really good lobby system unlike Guilty Gear, where it's just a line on the arcade stick. That's all we needed. Rank, you can find people around your ranking, you can choose what letter rank, and you can accept or cancel a rank fight, which I love because sometimes you could run into somebody who you know is gonna definitely body you, and I'm like, I don't want to fight that.
And with that, I give Tight Aluminum the rating of TI-800 calculator.
It's great, it's fantastic, it's advanced, but you're not gonna use any of that. You're gonna use the bar bones minimum, and you're gonna probably get pretty far with just doing that. But nonetheless, when you're ready for the advanced stuff, it will be there for you. If you're a big fan of anime fighters, I definitely say give this a buy. Especially if you don't mind the small roster. Hey, it's Slick Tactics, and special thanks to Ignit Rizzy and Insavian. This channel is on its way to somewhere great thanks to this community's generosity. If you'd like to support what I do and make this channel even better, check out my Patreon. I have lots of goals and rewards in store, so stay tuned.